I'm your favorite digital creator Hasike. Illuminati is headed by 13 distinct bloodlines. Much speculation and theories of these bloodlines have been made, relating them to everything from the 12 tribes of Israel mentioned in the book of Genesis, including the lost 13th tribe, commonly held to be the Khazar tribe, to the 12 signs of the Zodiac. It is fair to say that membership is not exclusive to these bloodlines alone. Nonetheless, the prominence of these bloodlines and their respective roles in finance and politics demands strong observance from those actively pursuing research into the Illuminati mechanism. Number 1. The Rockefeller bloodline. As one of the most obvious and visible bloodlines in the Illuminati genetic strand, the Rockefeller bloodline is overseen currently by David Rockefeller, whose interests include Chase Manhattan Bank, General Electric, Mitsubishi, Exxon and Mobil Oil. The 99-year-old Rockefeller also has been known to have strong ties to the CIA and the National Security Agency, and is both the founding member of the Trilateral Commission and the Council on Foreign Relations, as well as serving on the member advisory group of the Bilderberg Foundation. Far from denying his involvement in Illuminati schemes, Rockefeller openly admitted it in his 2002 memoirs. Some even believe we are part of a secret cabal working against the best interests of the United States, characterizing my family and me as internationalists and of conspiring with others around the world to build a more integrated global political and economic structure, one world, if you will. If that's the charge, I stand guilty, and I am proud of it. Number 2. The Rothschild bloodline. The Rothschilds are one of the oldest banking families in international history, and were directly behind both the establishment of the Federal Reserve and both the price of gold as well as its devaluation in 1971 when President Nixon ordered the cancellation of the convertibility of the US dollar to gold, historically known as the Nixon shock. The Rothschild bloodline is currently overseen by both Jacob Rothschild and Benjamin Rothschild, and their combined interests include the LCF Rothschild Trust, RIT Capital, Rio Tinto, a list of over 220 central banks, the Federal Reserve, and the American Bar Association. Number 3. The Kennedy bloodline. A Celtic bloodline with strong ties to Freemasonry and Scottish aristocracy, and as immigration occurred towards the New World of America, organized crime and the Maya. It is worth noting that the Kennedy bloodline, a common Gaelic surname, does not immediately implicate all Kennedys globally or Illuminati members, or even closely related. But it stands as a testament to the ruthless bloodthirst of the Illuminati that one of the most prominent descendants was assassinated for allegedly going against official Illuminati policy, the death of John F. Kennedy, which marked the end of an era in American politics and culture. Number 4. The Astor bloodline. Founded by John Jacob Astor, a German-born fur trader, merchant, investor and American émigré active in the 18th and 19th centuries, the Astor family, once synonymous with the most elite of the newly moneyed loading in and out of America in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, particularly in New York, appears to have gone out of vogue. But their interest in politics, the British Astor bloodline has had several representatives in Parliament and the Prime Ministry, and reputedly the international drug trade has never waned. This particular bloodline has prominent connections to British and American intelligence agencies, the Pilgrim Society, the Rhodes Scholarship Foundation and numerous private banks, real estate concerns and trusts. In addition, the Astor dynasty has had a strong relationship in Freemasonry, John Jacob Astor becoming heavily involved with New York Masonic lodges upon his immigration to the America, a strange feat for a man who supposedly spoke less than a sentence of English, and other eccentricities. One descendant, Ava Astor, was an avowed occultist and believed she was the reincarnation of an Egyptian princess. Number 5. The Bundy bloodline. With strong ties to the worlds of government, research, education, science, philanthropy and Yale's secretive Skull and Bones Society, the Bundy family isn't one of the more recognizable names to many Americans. But with Bundy family members serving in such key strategic initiatives as the CIA, atomic research, Harvey Bundy Sr. served as the chief Pentagon liaison during the fabled Manhattan Project of the 1940s, the military, some of America's leading educational institutions, such as Cornell University, Ohio State and Harvard University, and allegedly, occultism. It is known that prominent banker Harry Bundy served as a chief adept in a Masonic Androsecretion Society in Colorado in the early 20th century. That very same lack of recognition makes them all the more dangerous. Number 6. The Collins bloodline. An enigmatic bloodline with strong ties to military intelligence, law, literature, education and, strangely enough, the church. The latter becomes all the more astonishing when it is revealed that some of the more prominent figures in the bloodline have been actively involved in Freemasonry, Rosicrucianism and the occult. Numerous family members have been implicated in sex trafficking and organized crime over the years, leading one to watch clearly both the above-ground activities as well as the more clandestine, shadowy natures of this bloodline. Number 7. The DuPont bloodline. Best known as heirs to the vast chemical and pharmaceutical dynasty established in 1802 as a gunpowder mill by French émigré E.I. DuPont, this bloodline also maintains strong connections to the American government, with numerous paid representatives serving in key positions in the House of Representatives, Congress and local politics in the state of Delaware. With an estimated combined wealth well into hundreds of billions of dollars and strong ties to both the Astor and Rockefeller bloodlines, the family played a critical role in securing negotiations for the Louisiana Purchase in 1803, which helped expand the territory of the Americas westward. More recently, the DuPont family made headlines in 1997, when heir John DuPont, an active philanthropist and sports enthusiast who had been diagnosed as paranoid and psychopathic, was convicted of the murder of Olympic wrestler Dave Schultz. However, the family's connection with several other mysterious deaths and disappearances indicate this may not have been likely to be the first instance of foul play, nor is it likely to be the last. Number 8. The Freeman bloodline. Priory of Sion is made implicit, as one of the more recent and imminent members of the priory was one Gaylord Freeman, who served as Grand Master from 1963 until 1981, although, in keeping with the priory's innate vows of secrecy, the elderly Freeman publicly denied any involvement or even knowledge of the existence of the society. A well-respected financier, Freeman served as chairman of the First National Bank of Chicago, and was a known advisor to both the Nixon and Ford administrations, also serving on the board of the Rockefeller-founded Trilateral Commission. In addition, members of the Freeman family have known connections with numerous philanthropies as well as serving on the board of the Anti-Defamation League of B'nai B'rith. Number 9. The Li bloodline. An extremely elusive bloodline, operating out of Asia and the South Pacific. It is estimated that members of the Li bloodline include financiers, investors and even presidents and premiers in Hong Kong, Singapore, and the People's Republic of China. It has been well documented that David Rockefeller had extensive relations with Chinese Premier Li Peng in the 1980s. The Li bloodline also has extensive ties to the Tongs and other triads of Chinese organized crime. Above ground, this bloodline maintains interests in Canadian Imperial, Cavendish International, Bank of Commerce, Hong Kong Electric, and American Express, as well as maintaining international relations in trading and financing with the U.S. Number 10. The Onassis bloodline. In a DNA strand already consisting of family dynasties who have entered the public lexicon as being synonymous with untold wealth, the Onassis bloodline may be among the more famous. Shipping magnate Aristotle Onassis gained notoriety as the husband of the widowed Jacqueline Kennedy in 1968, while his brother and arch-rival Stavros Niarchos maintained an equally impressive shipping empire, and was rumored to be one of the instigators behind the Suez Crisis of 1956, a crisis that sought removal of then Egyptian President Nasser and effectively crippled transportation along the Suez Canal. The Onassis bloodline has been rumored to have involvement with extortion and bribery tactics since at least 2002, working in collusion with the U.S. and Greek governments, and has been implicated in numerous mysterious kidnappings and deaths, often mysterious drug overdoses, including that of Princess Grace of Monaco. Upon the elder Onassis' death in 1975, Niarchos took control of the bloodline until his death in 1996. It is not certain who currently oversees the dynasty, but there are some indicators that it may be Niarchos' son Spyros, who currently maintains close friendships with numerous financiers and premiers across Europe and the Middle East. Number 11. The Reynolds bloodline. Best known as the progenitors of both R.J. Reynolds and Co. As well as Reynolds Metals, the bloodline maintains an estimated wealth of approximately $80 billion in addition to their monopolization of industries including agriculture and manufacturing. Known for funding lobbyists and research, the Reynolds bloodline has worked closely in conjunction with several U.S. senators and congressmen over the course of some 80 years, orchestrating bribes and payoffs and allegedly working in close conjunction with both organized crime and transportation unions. Number 12. The Russell bloodline. With its unique blend of biblical prophecy and apocalyptic rapture, the Jehovah's Witnesses sect of evangelical Christianity, which maintains over 9 million adherents worldwide, seems like an unlikely source to find an Illuminati bloodline. Yet its founder, Charles Taze Russell, not only introduced his own eschatological fervor into the Illuminati gene pool, but his ideological descendants, numbering some 120,000 congregations, have been alleged to spread chief Illuminati doctrines, with successful civil rights legislations in several countries, as well as high-profile investigations into criminal and sexual abuse reports on behalf of their congregations. What makes it all the more remarkable is that Russell shares the same blood relation to prominent Freemasons and other shadowy organizations, including Yale's Skull and Bones Fraternity, of whom it is said it is funded and operated by the legal trust of the Russell Corporation. It is worth noting that the late Michael Jackson was raised as a Jehovah's Witness until his disassociation in 1987. He is reported to have had a long-standing interest in the Illuminati, and his death in 2009 is still under serious scrutiny, not least of all from family members, who still maintain adherence with the sect. Number 13. The Van Dun bloodline. One of the more obscure bloodlines that make up the Illuminati. It is said that they are descendants from early Dutch settlers of Manhattan in the 17th century, and amassed a fortune as traders, merchants and manufacturers. It is, however, known that one of the founding members of the Planned Parenthood Federation of America, which, in addition to providing affordable medical counseling also provides and encourages birth control and abortion, was one Edward Van Dun, an American physician active in the 1920s and 1930s. Planned Parenthood is known to have received funding from trusts and foundations associated or bearing the direct name of the Astor, Rockefeller and Reynolds bloodlines. Another interesting Van Dun connection may be the radical Dutch agitator and anarchist Roel van Deugen, who as public founder of the Provost Party, orchestrated numerous riots and disturbances throughout the Netherlands in the 1960s and 1970s. Other prominent families who have been known to intermarry into these bloodlines have included the Ford family, the Vanderbilt family, the Hearst family, the Carnegie family, and the Dodge family. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and turn on the bell icon to be notified whenever I drop a new video. Till next time, bye.